Anytime.
Okay, so say hypothetically, you are on a business trip in Greece. Your boss really likes you, so he decides to send you to Greece. So you're talking to this potential customer, just having this conversation. It goes really, really well, and he decides he wants to spend, say, $2 million contract on your product. Really, really good. You know, give him a firm handshake when you go, and you just calmly just kind of wave your hand and say bye, and he freaks out and punches you in the face and spits on you and then slams the door in your face. Now, if you've been smart, you would have thought to check different body cues before you went to Greece, because this is actually a threat, and it's actually extremely disrespectful, and it makes people very angry when you do it to them. So kind of the point of that is body language is extremely crucial. According to Joan Damsey, founder of Damsey and Associates, it's like a business contracting place. They like to teach business people. Body language makes up to about 50 to 70% of your total conversation, and actual words only make up about 7% of what you're actually talking about. So I want to just talk to you a little bit about knowing kind of the signals you're going to send out when you're talking to people, knowing how to use these and react to other people, and then just kind of a few tips and tricks, I guess you could call it. So, first thing, I got a couple pictures I want to show you. I went online, and I found this picture of the cutest baby I have ever seen in my entire life. So, I'm going to look at this. And then, while I was looking, I was like, you know, I might as well find a couple pictures. So, I was thinking about football, and I found these cheerleaders, and I thought this was like the coolest thing ever. Let me show you this. Okay, what I just did to you guys was a little thing called the lean test. When you see something you're interested in, most people tend to lean in a little bit. I noticed, I saw you back there, and you're like, yeah, exactly. When I said the baby, generally, with the pictures I showed, it's kind of like gender related, but a lot of times, like, just depending what it is, just different people react different ways. So it's the kind of thing, you guys, in terms of body language, are part of your culture, but everyone's a little bit different. Some different symptoms, like not symptoms, but different reactions you might have to some things. If you're afraid or nervous or not feeling something right, you can always tell like a person when there's something they don't like. They generally turn their body to the nearest exit, so turn their face a little bit. They might be looking right at you, but if they want to leave, if you see them kind of do this and the door's over there, it's a little bit of a cue. You know, just kind of a little bouncing, rolling with the hands. Hyperventilating, a lot of ladies, yeah, a lot of ladies will sometimes they'll grab something like a purse and they'll be clutching it, kind of rolling it in their hands when they're nervous. And then guys don't really, they're just like, they keep their feet together, they're real stiff, like just typical male reaction, that kind of thing. Same thing with aggression, it's a little bit different. With aggression, you kind of show, it's a lot more facial usually, but there's a lot actually to do with the neck. Your neck kind of shows how you're feeling in that. Like, if you see a mom dealing with their baby, she'll generally have her head down. Because head down is a sign of compassion, whereas neck up, very stiff, is a sign of you know, like I said before, aggression. Kind of shows you're resistant. But a lot of times though, if you're afraid, you'll have your head down because you're naturally just guarding your neck. So it's different. And then with guys and girls, that type of thing. You're talking to a guy or girl, generally just like that closeness, they'll get up real close to, they'll lean in, they'll smile at you a lot, or they might talk to you all the time, or they won't talk at all. It's different like that. You can tell couples usually because their body is either exactly opposite in the way they're facing, the way they're controlling themselves, or their facial expressions will oftentimes be the same, or they'll be like bringing you really close, and there's a lot of like touching, just touching, that kind of thing. And then happiness. Happiness, the same kind of thing, smiling, leaning forward, you're listening, your eyes are wide open, your eyebrows tend to be a little bit more raised. Just a little bit more expressive. Your legs are spread a little bit when you're talking to people, when you're with friends. So and this related to other people. I thought about more just kind of family, friends, that kind of interpersonal thing. So just a couple little things here to look out for. How many of you guys have had your mom say, you know, can you help me around the house? Just look around and see what needs to be done. Like, is anyone? All right. Take this, watch what way her body is facing. Because there's a pretty good chance she's going to be leaning towards the thing she wants you to do the most. It's going to be most on her mind. With friends, people that are more friendly with you, that like you more, there's a good chance they're going to be watching you, but it's not going to be like eyes open, like just staring at you. It's going to be like, you know, more relaxed, casual, that type of thing. And then, same thing, relationships, it just tends, that has a little bit more staring. It's weird how that works. It seems like it's creepy, but it actually works like that. It's not creepy at all when they're staring at you like that, so it's a pretty good thing. Just another quote. A guy named Joe Navarro from the FBI, and he works on deception, espionage, interrogation, and reading people. He said that communication is just almost entirely about just how you're reacting with your body to people. Especially in his job, it's like the most important thing he could possibly ever do. So, kind of finish up, just remember to just watch people. Like take a second and look at people. I had to cut out a lot of stuff because there's so much stuff that I could have just said on this, but try watching the TV with the sound off. That'll oftentimes give you a lot of clues about how people react. And know that it is completely impossible to block all of your body language. You can't do it. Your body just naturally reacts to things.